Guys, so this is my week 21 update for VSG surgery. Um so I hit kind of a big NSV this week. Well, maybe it does kind of include the scale. It's my BMI. I finally hit a BMI that's not in the obese category. So now I'm in the overweight category with a BMI of 29.5, and I'm very close to my 100-pound weight loss. I'm at 96 pounds right now, so woo. So yeah, I guess I should do my stats. I started my journey. Well, I was gonna talk about that later. Maybe I'll just do that later. Um, so I wanted to kind of talk about goals, making goals, striving to reach those goals. It's really important. I think that we work harder. I know I do. Personally, I work harder to meet a goal than just everyday, just whatever happens. If I have a goal, then I try to work harder to meet that, and it's easier to stay on track. Also wanted to talk about something that came up in our Facebook group a while back about relationships, and especially with your partner. A lot of people say that the relationship didn't change. A lot of people say that the relationship is better. Um, I think a lot of it has to do, not like in relationship altogether, but as far as your partner's feelings about your weight loss and how that your interaction with them and all that. I think that's just my opinion. I'm not a relationship expert, but I think it has a lot to do with the weight that you were when you met. Like if you were really young and you were thin when you met, then I think he or she or whoever is, really liking the changes and is really excited about it and everything. But I think if you were bigger when you met, that it's going to be harder on your partner, because I think that that's what they fell in love with. That your body, the way you were then, is what they fell in love with. Doesn't mean that they can't love you at a healthier weight, but I think that it really it just makes it more complicated. It makes it harder for them to adjust to your weight change. And honestly believe that um, if you both work at it, no matter what your struggles are, that you can work through them. If your relationship means something to you, which if you're in it, it should mean a lot to you, then I think that it's worth fighting for. And it might be hard, but communication and understanding and work it out. It might take time. Don't do anything hasty. I've heard a lot of YouTubers say at least wait a year before you change jobs, before you end a relationship, before you do anything big. Wait a year, because you're you're going through a lot. You're going through a lot of change in your body, a lot of your emotions and mental health and everything. You're dealing with some stuff that you maybe haven't ever dealt with, and it's tough. So give us some time. Just give it some time. Um, Also, I'm not in science. I don't go to college. I'm not a science major or anything, but I wanted to kind of go over the science side of weight loss. Um, I did a little research online. If you really want to go into depth, just Google it. But I found that when you lose weight, it leaves your body either through your lungs, your sweat, or your urine. So get to breathing, go pee a lot, and exercise. So what I researched said that 84% of the fat that you lose turns into carbon dioxide, so it leaves through your lungs. You breathe it out. And then 16% leaves in water in your urine. So definitely, if you're not losing, you're not seeing the weight loss that you want, exercise. Get to breathing more, get to sweating more, drink your water. That's all I got. Also, I had my husband say this and one of my good friends say this to me. When they see the old pictures that I post on Facebook, they're just like, I don't remember you being like that. I don't recognize you. And I think it's funny because the people love us for who we are inside, and they don't see the unhealthy body that we walk around in. So I think it's just crazy that they're like, that's not really you, or I didn't see you that way. It's so funny. Like, well, that is really me, and I really was that big. So, um, so my goals for the next couple of months, um, and my last video, I was so full of crap, you guys. I don't know what I was thinking, saying that my goal for February 18th was to be at 150. No, I don't think so. I meant that was my 1 year that for my first consultation with my surgeon, and I wanted to be at 100 pounds lost. So I'm 4 pounds from that. And so that's my goal for February 17th is 168 pounds. And then my goal for my 1 year surgiversary, which is August 18th, is to be at 150. And since I'm super short, I'll probably surpass that as my guess. Food finds the last few weeks, I haven't found much, of course, with Christmas and all that. I haven't been in the stores, but I did find these Think Thin. I think they're just, it says limited edition, so I found them at Target. I put these in my own stocking this year because, well, I always buy myself stuff for my stocking, but my husband usually gets me like turtles or truffles or whatever, and I told him not to do that this year, so I put those in my stocking. I wanted him to try to find something that was sugar-free, just a little something, but he couldn't, but oh well, it's fine. I went to Target the other day, tried on a pair of 10, like skinny stretch jeans, and they were baggy. I have no butt anymore, so they were baggy like right at the bottom of my butt and on my thigh. So I tried on a 10 or I tried on a 12. I'm sorry. And it was too big, so I just grabbed the 10. We were ready to go, and I didn't feel like dealing with it anymore. So I just grabbed a 10 and bought it. And I got home and tried it on, and they were too big. So I was like, oh my gosh, there's no way I'm a size 8. You guys, in February at my consult, I was it really depends on the jean, but a 20, 22, 24, and a 3X shirt. So to be a size 8, I'm just like, I can't believe it. There's no way. I mean, I'm going to have to see a tag, and it's just crazy. Crazy. But I'm happy about it. It's not crazy like bad. I'm super excited. I was gonna do a year in review, but I don't have a whole I don't have like a calendar, and I didn't like journal or anything. But I will say, the start of January, in my church, a lot of my friends and stuff do like a Daniel fast. My friends were doing that, so I thought, you know what, if they can like not eat for like 30 days, I can eat healthy. So that's when I started, and I kind of just started thinking about what I ate and tried to not eat any junk and stuff for that 30 days. Well, during that 30 days, God really started talking to me and saying, it's time. It's time for you to make a change. It's time for you to save your life. This road that you're going down is no bueno. So during that time, I started getting this yearning in my heart to be healthier and to make a change. So I talked to my nephrologist, which is my kidney doctor that I go see every 6 months. months, and she said, um, I asked her if I could get a lap band, and she said no. You could get a gastric sleeve at this one office that's close by. It's the only surgeon I trust around, and this is the only surgery that I trust from my patients to get. So I said okay. So that day, when she told me that, I started researching. I started making appointments to see this doctor, and I started the ball rolling. So I got my first appointment February 17th, and I went. I knew that day. I was like, I had no doubts at all. At first, before I went to my appointment, I talked to people that had had it done, and I was like, you know, oh, I won't be able to eat this again, or I can't have pop anymore. But when I went to the appointment, I knew. I was like, that I'm gonna do this. And so from that day forward, I have not stopped.